I want some of your brown sugar. I want some of your brown sugar. I want some of your.
Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to my channel. This is Brownsugar Commentary, and I'm your girl, Kayla. If you're new here, make sure to subscribe for more videos about Black entertainment, Black womanhood, and whatever else I feel like talking about this week. All right, let's get right into it. So, as you can see, we are doing yet another car chats video. It's been a struggle, y'all. Like, getting my apartment situation is a very long story, but we are going to get there, child. We are going to get there. Give it another couple weeks, and the setup will be back to normal, or new normal, actually. But anywho, so I want to talk to you guys about the VMAs that happened last night, and I have thoughts, especially the things that I've been seeing, conversations that's been happening on social media. I have so much thought, so let's get into it, okay? So VMAs happened last night, and Miss Doja Cat was the host. I was super, interested to see what she was gonna do in her hosting bag. I think that Doja's a great, has a fun personality, has that like dry humor. She's just very like, I don't know the word, but like it works. Her personality works. She's good for TV, I think. I would love to see Doja act. I feel like she would be great in an acting role. I see that in her future. Anywho, but I think as a host, she did pretty solid. I mean, I feel like she didn't do too much. She didn't try too hard with the jokes or the banter, because sometimes that's the people lose it with the host sometimes. I think she did just enough for what was required of her in that position, okay? So there's that on that. Also, her outfits were very hilarious, especially like the chair one that she had and the one that she looked kind of like a bejeweled piece of bubble gum. Like, I don't know what that was, but I was here for it. But that's just Doja Cat. I feel like she's just one of those out there type of personalities, and that works for the type of award show that MTV is. Moving right along, let's talk performances. So, I mean, all of the like pop performances, as in like most like the white people, okay, they was alright. Okay, you had Kid LaCroix, I think his name is, or Leroy, something like that, and Justin Bieber. Justin Bieber had a freaking hood on the whole night. I'm like, what are you hiding, Justin? Did you get dreads again? Why do you have a hood on? What is that about? The song was okay. I mean, I know that's a song, big song on TikTok. All I know is that my boy Charlie Puth wrote it, and that's all that matters. Okay, Charlie is getting his coin, and that's what matters. But then Miss Olivia Rodrigo, who probably was the biggest winner of the night, she also performed. I think she did decent live. I like Miss Olivia. I feel like if I was a teen, I would be living for her. I'd be all about her. But even the stuff that I've heard, pretty fun songs, very much teen angsty breakup type songs. I love it. I love the energy. It's definitely giving Paramore tease, Avril Lavigne tease. I like it. And good for her, I think. I think that, her winning Best New Artist was rightfully deserved. I think that she's really been shining this whole year, so good for her. Ain't mad at it one bit. Yeah, Ed Sheeran. I mean, Ed Sheeran, I used to really like Ed Sheeran back in the day, because I felt like he was doing that cute little, like, guitar little boy music. I shouldn't call him little boy, but that guitar music that white people be doing, I liked it. It was giving very much indie, and now it's giving very much manufactured pop music that's just not interesting anymore. And I think Ed needs to hang it up flat screen pretty soon. Okay, they ended the night with MGK, which was very much, or is that he's still going by that now? I don't know, because he definitely made that pivot to making like rap music to doing like, what is it, metal or rock? I don't freaking know. I'm not interested. But why did we end the night with Machine Gun Kelly? That was a choice. And then I think it was the Foo Fighters performed. I mean, I guess I know people like them. Whatever. Anywho, and I think that was pretty much it. At least. Oh, Shawn Mendes performed. And like I said, I don't think Shawn Mendes makes bad music, but he's not that interesting live. And the song that he performed was very boring. So sorry to Shawn. Also, what was he wearing? That was a choice. Very much a choice. Camila Cabello. And you ever see the lady that was doing the announcements? She was over enunciating that girl's name. Camila Cabello. Like, all right, we get it. Like, we get it. Like, why did y'all have to keep over enunciating that girl name? I'm never here for Miss Camilla. I'm sorry. not as a person, not as a talent. She's not extraordinary. She's not interesting. She's never giving on stage. It's really crazy how Normani had to, reach out, and basically we had to bully MTV into giving Normani a performance, but Camila was just giving a performance with no real hits. Like, what hit does Camila have? Like, what was it that we needed to see her on stage last night? We didn't. But yeah, and then you have Miss Casey Musgraves. I know she makes folksy music, which is cool. I always like that type of music. That seems fun. I gotta listen to the album. People are say, it's giving a lot. It's giving. I've heard people say very cool, interesting things about Miss Casey. So I'm definitely gonna give her music a listen. But I mean, the performance was cute. I mean, whatever. Now let's get into the best performance of the night. Okay, best performances, obviously number one's gonna go to Miss Chloe Bailey, hands down. Okay, I thought it was the cutest thing that her sister announced her. I knew exactly what time it was when we saw Miss Haley on the stage. I said, yes ma'am, yes ma'am. Okay, I thought she did phenomenal. I love Have Mercy. I think it was a fun song. I think it's very much giving a lot. I don't want to be that person, because I feel like people love to just continuously compare Chloe to Beyonce, but the influence is there and the mentorship is there, and I love it. But I love that she solidifies her own personality, her own way of performing that's not a carbon copy of Beyonce. She definitely does her own thing. She does her own thing that she did outside the things she was doing with her sister, and definitely, like I said, being a mentee of Miss Beyonce. She just does her own thing. I can tell that she's making the music that is fun to her and that she's really, passionate and excited about, and I love to see it. I love to see when people are in those beginning stages of their career. So I'm really excited to see what Miss Chloe is giving, riding solo. Okay, I was here for the performance 100%. And then you got Miss Normani. To think that they was not planning to put my girl on that stage. To think when she gave the best performance of the night. I mean, it's crazy out here. Not only did she body her choreography that we already knew, because if you watch the music video, she was given everything that needed to be gave, okay? But of course she did it live. The mic was on. My girl gave us a whistle note. Like, what? So not only is my girl a phenomenal dancer, but she also can sing down, and I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Because now people can finally shut up and stop talking about people as whisper singers, because Normani does not be whispering, okay? And then after she done gave us all of that, she brought up Miss Tiana Taylor and gave us a Janet Jackson moment. I was living. I said, Tiana? What? Oh my God. I said, Normani girl. She said, I'm going to give y'all something to remember, honey. She gave us a moment. I was here for it. I loved every minute of it. Normani is a star, point blank, period. And that is just what it is on that. I thought that Doja's performance was cute, little acrobatics. What I love about Doja is that when she performs a song, it doesn't matter how much time she performed the song, she's gonna arrange it differently. She's gonna give you something so it never feels like the same performance more than once. While this probably wasn't my favorite performance of Doja's, I'm never gonna knock it, because like I said, she's given a lot of out of the park performances. And like I said, I like the little interpretive dance she was doing. I like the little acrobatics. So like I said, I like those aspects. Like I said, vocally wasn't her best. And like I said, I don't understand why she chose Been Like This to be the song that she performed. I would have loved to see her really do Need to Know or Kiss Me More with SZA, or even there's another song, or yeah, those two would have been fine. Kiss Me More or Need to Know. That would have been, I think, way more high energy for that, for a VMAs performance. But nonetheless, I think that she did a decent enough job. So I think that is pretty much it on performances. Or Lil Nas X also. I like Lil Nas X's performance. I thought it was fun. Yeah, I thought it was fun. I like it. I like Industry Baby. I think it's a fun song. I'm really excited to see what's going to be going on with his new album. I think it's coming out this week, so I'm super excited. And I just love to see that Lil Nas X is growing as a performer so much. You can see that he is so much more comfortable and so much more, I don't know, like, you can see he's more in his element now than what he was when he first stepped on the scene with Old Town Road. Like, you can see that this is the music he's been wanting to do this whole time. And I'm here for it, 100%. I love Lil Nas X, period. I'm here for his growth, and I thought he did a great job last night. Okay, let's talk about winners now. Like I said, I mean, I wasn't paying attention 100%, but I can remember the things I was not too here for. Okay, so Justin Bieber won, what was it, Best Artist or Artist of the Year? And I was like, what? How did Justin Bieber win Artist of the Year? There are many years I could see Justin Bieber taking that award, but this was not one of those years, because in the past year, Justin Bieber put out one of his worst projects to date, which is Changes, period. I don't care, argue with the wall. That was an awful album. I'll say it before and I'll say it again. Not a good album. And like I told y'all before, I don't think Justin Bieber makes bad music, but as of lately, it's been giving very much nothing, giving the girls nothing. Okay? So, no. Then he put out Justice this year, which I already told y'all in my Justin Bieber video was just, what is that? It was a better album, like, in terms of, like, song-wise than, like, Changes, but still, why make an album called Justice and have Martin Luther King excerpts from speeches when you had nothing to do, literally nothing what was content-wise had anything to do with civil rights or social unrest or injustice or Martin Luther King or nothing. You just did it just to be, to make a spectacle of it, and I don't respect that at all. So no, I don't believe that Justin Bieber deserves to get no Artist of the Year. He did not do anything spectacular or interesting in the past year at all compared to people like a Doja Cat or even a Megan Thee Stallion or even Ariana Grande. Like, you've done nothing. Absolutely nothing. You've given the girls nothing. You didn't deserve that award. I don't care. So that was weird. Also, the fact that WAP basically walked away with absolutely nothing is ridiculous to me. The impact that both the video and the song had last summer was just record breaking. Like, it was a moment and it deserved to be recognized in some type of way by the VMAs. But, like, are we shocked? This is the same VMAs that snubbed Single Ladies, probably one of the most impactful music videos of the late 2000s, for Taylor Swift's You Belong With Me. So are we shocked? Not really, but you know, it is what it is at this point. I think Doja Cat won an award for Kiss Me More, I think, which was, I felt it was deserved. That was a fun song, good visuals. Not mad at it at all for Doja Cat winning anything. I'm always here for that. And I think Lil Nas X took home, what was it, Video of the Year. I'm not mad at it because I think that Call Me By Your Name was very much a moment. It definitely had people shaking in their boots, okay? The Bible thumpers was shaking in their boots, honey. And it was visually like a good conceptual video. And if we're talking strictly visuals, like, that's what the VMAs should be about. However, like I said, once again, I definitely believe that WAP should have definitely taken that one. But like I said, I'm not mad for Lil Nas X having his moment at all. Talk about Busta Rhymes real quick. I was so excited that Busta Rhymes got to have a little moment last night, because when you're talking about visuals of the early 2000s, who was really the king of that, it was definitely Busta Rhymes, point blank, period. Him and Missy used to have the most interesting, eclectic, fun, unique visuals ever, and I feel like we don't talk about it enough. So anyone that deserves any type of accolade or flowers or praise, Busta Rhymes needs to be in that conversation. The crowd wasn't living enough for me, but I mean, it probably was a bunch of very young people who don't know nothing about no Busta Rhymes, child. But nonetheless, I was still here for Busta having his moment last night, for sure. Anywho, now, what's pissing me off? So, as I told, every time an award show comes on, anytime we're talking music, anytime we're talking about any of that stuff, there's always the people that just be talking. Just be talking just to talk. It is one thing to talk about how the, MTV as a network has fell off, how the VMAs have fallen off. That's a conversation to be had, because I feel the same way about BET. I just feel like MTV used to be this cultural hub for all things pop culture, all things for teens and young adults when it comes to music and pop music and rap music and R&B music, all of it. And now it just plays ridiculousness 24/7. We could have the conversation on that, for sure. We could talk about the fact that if MTV is supposed to be having its 40th anniversary, and it felt like an afterthought. And instead of capitalizing on moments like if it was the 40th anniversary, it should have been an event. It should have been people paying tribute to people who had good VMA performances, maybe like a redoing of them or something like that, paying homage to those people, mixed in with the new performances. That would have been interesting to see. We could have been, even like stuff leading up to the awards. We could have had a lot of documentaries, a lot of, talking about stuff. Like, it just felt so underwhelming, and it felt like an afterthought. And so, like, what was that about? Very weird. We could have the conversation. Like I said, the VMAs are just simply just not what it used to be. But I just think award shows are just not what it used to be. But I think it's because celebrities nowadays are so hyper visible that, like I said, like those moments where we only used to see them, like I said, in certain interviews or certain performances, those days are over. We see them everywhere. And so it's no longer a treat or interesting to see them do these performances anymore. Even though I'm a person who loves performances, I don't care. I can watch, someone perform billions of times. Like I said, I really wasn't going to watch the VMAs last night. It was not on my priority list. I was just going to watch, performances on YouTube the next day. But like I said, it's worth having the conversation. But what I don't appreciate, and I'll do this every freaking time, especially when it comes to Black artists, is the discourse surrounding like, oh, the girls are just not doing it anymore. They're not interesting. We don't make superstars anymore. There's no more Janet Jacksons, no more Britney Spears, no more freaking Michael Jacksons, no more this, that, and the third, no more Beyonce's. The girls are boring. The girls don't have sex appeal. These are all things I saw last night on Twitter, and it pissed me off to high heavens. It's one thing if you want to have constructive criticism, or you can simply say the new girls are just not for me and just leave it at that. But the cruelty that it just feels cruel and just lack of grace, and I don't like it. I don't like it because it's like these girls, these are their first performances. These are their first time on the stage. These are their first singles, first all of these things. And instead of just giving them the room and the grace and space to grow, it's all this critique about their outfits, about their vocals, about their performances. And it doesn't come across as genuine to me. It comes across as mean. It comes across as rude. And it comes across as hating to me. Like, it's like, why y'all acting like all the girlies started off amazing from day one? Somebody just brought up the fact about Rihanna. Like, Rihanna did not used to give that much in the SOS and Pon de Replay days, right? Like, she was not, no one would have thought that Rihanna would become this global superstar from that. I enjoyed the music, definitely something for the girls to bop to, but I did not think of her to be nobody that had no long-standing career, even though she don't make music no more. But, to watch her transform from that to what she has become, it's such a great thing to watch and witness. Even Beyonce, even though Beyonce has been pretty much knocking out the park, even though, like I said, for Beyonce, it's like she was a part of a group, and she's been a part of a group since she was like 15. So obviously she's going to be phenomenal when she becomes a solo artist. But not everybody is Beyonce, and that is okay. Not everybody is Michael Jackson. That is okay. Not everybody is a Janet Jackson. That is okay. And it's just like, I don't get it. Like, it's like when people pay homage to Janet or someone like a Whitney or even a Leah, y'all talk about, oh, find something original, find something original. Then it's like they make music and y'all saying, oh, it's not sound like the 90s. What do you want? What do y'all want? What do y'all want? Because it's no pleasing y'all. Like, I would hate to be an artist nowadays. I would hate it because it's like there's literally no pleasing y'all. Seriously. And it's just like sometimes you gotta realize the music maybe not be for you. It's not for you. Because some of y'all, not to be like knocking y'all age or something, but some of y'all are grown as hell and y'all are talking about like young people. Like, maybe the music is just not for you anymore. You're grown. You want to listen to Janet? Go listen to Janet. You want to listen to Michael? Go listen to Michael. You want to listen to Whitney? Go, because like these are people that are once in a lifetime talents. You're comparing people who have years of training, years of work, and just once again, just superstars out the gate to people who are literally just starting out here. It's ridiculous. It is ridiculous. I really just want y'all to leave the new girls alone. Because I feel that Normani is going to be a superstar. They already are superstars to me. But I just know that it's going to get better and better and better. All of them. They're, like I said, Doja Cat, even people that didn't get to perform like Lizzo or even Victoria Monet, like Ari Lennox. Like, all these girls are phenomenal in their own way. And you just got to give them the time to be great. And I just wish that we would do that more, especially for our black girls, our black performers. Because I do it with the rap girlies all the time, but definitely with the pop and R&B girls, and it's annoying as hell. Like, seriously. Like I said, there's willing discourse to have about artist development and all that. Sure, we can have the conversation. But like I said, the way that y'all are so overly critical every time these girls do something, it's not coming across as general. It's giving very much mean girl. It's giving very much hater. Okay? Some of y'all need to really check yourselves, because y'all can't even pick up a mic to make a damn song. So please shut the hell up, honestly. But anywho, that is my overall thoughts and opinions about the VMAs. Like I said, I thought it was all right. Like I said, obviously the days of the VMAs being this phenomenal spectacle that you tuned into and been interested in are long gone. I mean, I feel like there's still time to make it better. But I mean, I don't feel like MTV is willing to do that. So it is what it is. But like I said, Chloe and Normani knocked it out the park 100%. And I was here for it. And I was here for Doja Cat and her hosting. And that's about it. But like I said, some of y'all really need to give the girls, some of these new girls, some space. If not, stop watching. But let me know y'all thoughts about the VMAs down below. What your favorite performances? Did you agree with the winners? Did you even watch the VMAs? What do you think about what's been going on with the VMAs as of the past couple of years? Let me know all of that good stuff in the comments. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll definitely see y'all in my next video. Peace out, y'all.